Panic has gripped Igbesi Community in eastern local government area of Kwara State following the reported abduction of its traditional ruler, Oba Moses Oyinloye. The monarch was abducted late Saturday night after armed men invaded the community. Security agencies are said to have intensified efforts to locate and rescue the traditional ruler. The abductors have reportedly established contact with members of the monarch's family and are demanding a 200 million naira ransom for his release. Residents remain concerned as security operatives continue efforts to secure the monarch's safe return. To bring us more up to date on this, I'm joined by my colleague Joshua Imarayi, who is on standby in Kwara State. Also joining for this conversation is security consultant Dickson Osagie. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. Joshua, what is the latest information on the condition or whereabouts of the monarch and the response to the 200 million naira demand?
Well, good evening to you, Felicity. A while ago, we were at Igbesi in Isin local government area of Kwara State. It will interest you to know that that particular community is a remote community located in Isin local government, and that community is surrounded by bushes, forest, if I may say. And we confirmed from the last wife of Oba Moses Oyinloye, who confirmed to us that on Saturday night, at the wee hours of Saturday night, where they were watching a movie in the sitting room of the king was abducted, stripped naked, and was taken away. We also confirmed from the son of the king, who confirmed to us that these abductors has established communication with the family and they are demanding a ransom payment of 200 million naira. And this family, they are negotiating currently, begging the abductors to reduce the amount that they don't have such. While this is ongoing, the community, which is reliant on agriculture, has not been to their farmland for some days ever since this incident happened. Panic has gripped residents, and they are calling on security agencies as well as the state government to swoop in and to salvage the situation. From what we know, the king is still in the custody of the abductors.
The Kwara State Development Forum has issued a statement regarding the security situation and the series of kidnappings that they've experienced. And they are alleging that the kidnapping has placed a heavy financial burden on residents, many of whom had previously contributed money to rescue victims. Is this the actuality on the ground? Is that what you're hearing as well?
Well, from what we learned, we understand that this particular monarch is the fourth monarch abducted from Kwara State in 2026. This has reflected the troubling trend of armed bandits, if I may say, attacking and going after monarch, placing heavy bounty on this individual. For this community, we confirm that this is the first time that such is happening, and this might serve as a testing water for these armed men who have gone on a kidnapping spree in parts of communities, remote communities in Kwara State. For what we gather, this is the first time it's happening, but we fear that there might be an occurrence if the community members respond positively to the payment of ransom for this particular individual who has been kidnapped, the king of Igbesi Community.
Joshua, thank you as always for your coverage. All right, let's bring in Dickson Osagie now. Thank you very much for joining us. We have another prominent community figure being abducted. What is your thinking that makes traditional rulers, targets for kidnapping? And what would you say communities are becoming increasingly vulnerable in this instance?
Felicity, it's disheartening to see our community leaders being abducted by these criminal elements. And I think they've taken, the local community is highly vulnerable, and that's why they are capitalizing on the vulnerable state. Because if you look at this community, there's no effective policing presence, and that is why most of these abductors just, capitalize on that, opportunity. Because for any crime to occur, there must be an opportunity. So for me, the era we are now, we can see these guys going after high-profile personalities, going after community leaders and Obas and the head of local communities. So I think the threat has gotten home, and this community people need to establish a youth, a security network to see how they can manage the situation in the absence of the Nigerian policing system. Because I tell you, Felicity, this cannot go unchecked. If we don't check this, the village will no longer be a comfort zone for you and I to go and relax during the time of festive period, or maybe we don't want to go home to relax. So they've messed up the urban area, they are messing up the rural areas as well, and they just want to make Nigeria a place to look as if Nigeria is ungovernable.
All right, Dickson, we'll have to actually leave it there because your network is a bit fuzzy. Thank you for speaking with us. We appreciate your time.